Hey guys, welcome to day 3. I want to apologize for the lateness of this video. It's been pretty busy doing freelance stuff, and but yeah, today's day 3, which I believe was bulky. And so what I decided to do was the first supervillain, and this superhero's name is Sledgehammer. So he's kind of part of a different. It's kind of interesting. I've been in the process of developing out two different universes for some of the superheroes that I've designed out over the years, and so he's kind of part of both universes. It's interesting because, like, one universe, the both universes that I've created are kind of just tweaked versions of each other, and so he's obviously relatively similar in both of the universes. He's still a villain in both and all that kind of stuff, but just a basic high school kid, a sports jock that everyone's familiar with if they've been through the rough aspects of high school, getting bullied around and picked on by these uh, alphas or elites in high school. And so I obviously wanted to do just a basic high school sports jock with, that's a little over bulky. And we'll get into his powers and backstory a little bit towards the end of the video. But as you can see here, just coloring him out, nothing real special. He's other than the fact that he's got enormous arms and enormous body and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so yeah, I've just been kind of in the process of I've developed out kind of a separate superhero universe a couple years ago, and with this little October doodle off, I've decided to kind of do um, a different universe, kind of tweaked off that one, an alternate reality kind of a thing. So, but as you can see, like the mascot that I just drew out is actually for a high school in Arizona, but in this universe, this particular villain resides in Brentwood, California, the same high school as Soul Punk and his friends go to. So he's kind of a supervillain for one of Soul Punk's fellow teammates and classmates, kind of a thing. So, but anyway, let's get into his backstory. So obviously this villain's name is Sledgehammer. So his backstory, Remington Venton, Remy for short, was a cliche high school jock. He did relatively well in school, had the hottest girl, and of course was the most valuable player in the school's three best attended sports: football, basketball, and baseball. All was going great for Remy, but in the end of his sophomore year, he sustained a very serious injury while at a party. This injury crippled Remy's morale as well as his sports career, arguably the most important aspect of his life. In an effort, in an effort to save his son's future, Mr. Venton, his father, a janitor at a very top secret bioenhancement slash medical facility, stole some prototype steroid patches which were being developed by the military. With some resentment, Remy finally tried one of these patches, and immediately he changed and gained more than he ever expected. So now we're going to get into the Sledgehammer's powers that are granted to him by these patches. So, powers. Like it was said before, these patches are an experimental prototype steroid that enhance the body's metabolic state. This grants the wearer of the patch increased muscle density and improved healing of wounds. Other side effects from these patches are the body's epidermis is enhanced and strengthened, so the skin of the body is strengthened and made more durable. Also, the wearer has an increased strength as a result of the increased muscle density. So what happens is once a wearer puts one of these patches on, their strength is enhanced by 4 times, meaning that if you're a relatively weakling like myself, you're only able to lift, let's say, 100 pounds. Once you apply one of these patches, now you can lift up to 400 pounds. So for someone like Sledgehammer slash Remy, who is an infit high school or sports jock and all that, he can probably bench press anywhere from 200 to 250 pounds. So his is increased easily to almost 1,000 pounds. You're looking at 800 to 900 pounds. So these patches obviously provide some much added strength. So that's the first villain for the October doodle-off. Pardon me. And there we have it, Sledgehammer for day 3, bulky.